Hey Team Steam, Mrs. Schlotman here. Today I would like to help you with completing your effects slide on your Natural Disasters Virtual Science Fair project. So yesterday I told you just a little bit about how you might go about completing your causes of this force of nature. And remember I said that you would highlight this part here and put in the natural disaster that you are researching. For me, I am researching droughts. Okay, what are the causes of drought or droughts? Drought is plural also. And then I also mentioned that you should highlight this text after you've taken some notes, after you've done some research, and type what you learned about the causes of drought there. So for example, I might type, drought has several main causes. First of all, droughts can, I need to fix that, but remember I can always go back and fix it later. Drought can be caused by human overuse of water. And then I might add my own voice to it. How sad is that? People are able to control their actions, so people must control how much water they use to help prevent drought. Oops. Of course, comma, drought can also have natural causes. Some years here in California, we do not get enough snow pack in the mountains. I'm going to put Sierra Nevada mountains because I know from what we've learned in third grade that the Sierra Nevada mountains are our source of water here in the Delta. Okay, let me reread that sentence since I interrupted myself. Some years here in California, we do not get enough snowpack in the Sierra Nevada mountains to provide enough, I used the word enough already, plenty of water to the Delta and to the Central Valley. We learned all about that when we went to Big Break and before and after that. This lack of snow in the mountains may seem unimportant, but it actually has a huge, or is a huge cause of drought in our state. Okay, and then I could go on and give a third cause. What else might be happening? The land being overused. That's another people thing, of course. So anyway, that's just an example of how I might do that. I would have found that information or used what I already knew, but verify what you already know. Look it up. So remember, I have a little note down here. Remember, use a reliable source of information. Websites with .gov, .edu, .org suffixes, that's the end of the website address, are the best bet for accurate information. So you're more likely to find better, more accurate information on those websites. Okay, so that's just a review of yesterday's slide that I talked about because I didn't feel I did a deep enough job on that. I would, of course, add in a picture, a clip art, or a photo of an actual drought. I think clip arts are fun, they're eye-catching, but I also think real photos are important because they show people what it really looks like. Let's move on to the effects. What are the effects to people and the environment? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and alter this and say, what are the effects of drought to people and the environment? Okay, so I'm going to highlight this text here, and I'm going to put the first effect that I found. Okay, so to people, some of the effects of drought: people can't grow enough produce to provide healthy foods when there isn't enough water to irrigate Oh my goodness, crops. Okay, so that's the first effect. I would go ahead and type in at least 1 or 2 more effects. Really, 3 or more is best. There are many effects of each of these natural disasters, many. Next, I would go ahead and do that. Notice that when I hit return, I'm going to do that again. When I hit return, look what happens. It creates a bullet point. We set that up for you so that it could be nice and neat and organized. Okay, for the environment, I will highlight this text and tell about 1 or more effects of the disaster on the environment. When land is in drought, it can actually blow away dirt from the dry topsoil, can blow for many miles, comma, leaving land unable to support plant life. Okay, another effect on the environment would go in the next spot there. Okay, we know here in California that when we have drought, we are also more likely to have wildfires. So I'm going to put that in there. When land is in drought, there is a higher chance of wildfires burning uncontrollably. And wow, that leads us to another natural disaster. So one natural disaster could definitely lead to another. And there is nothing stopping from you explaining that in your project, which is kind of cool. So that is what are the effects of drought to people in the environment. Again, remember, use a reliable source of information. Websites with .gov, .edu, and .org tend to be the most reliable sites. So please have fun with this. I hope you're enjoying learning about these things. And remember, don't get freaked out about these natural disasters. We have little control over them, but what we can control is how we respond to them and how we are prepared for them. So enjoy your research today. Don't forget to add in little pictures and clip art pieces, things that illustrate the idea. So right here, I think I'm going to go ahead and add in this engineer kiddo here, this engineering scientist. So I clicked on the picture, the little clip art image here, and I'm going to hit Command C for copy. I'm going to go back to my slide I was working on, and I'm going to add her here in people. Command V. Notice she winds up in the same spot I took her from on the other slide, so I'm going to slide her over here, and I think I'm going to make her considerably smaller. Okay, there we have it. There is a person. You can take the outline off on that picture. I just added the outline because I thought that would be interesting. To take the outline off, you could just come over here and make it transparent. Okay, so hope you have fun with that. I am checking in on your slides to see how you're doing. Please let me know if you have questions. Also, please look at our examples that we left for you. The example file is right next to your working copy of this. Have a great day, and I will see you at our Zoom meeting.